Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Is It Drakehatcher. So this is a card I first tried in Mono Blue Tempo, and it was bad. And then I was just like, oh, I'm stupid. It's an Is It card, even though it doesn't have a red pip. I say that because, hey, if you cast Monstrous Rage on Drakehatcher, oh, that gives you like a bunch of incubation counters and makes its ability way better compared to just casting a blue spell or whatever. And then, hey, what if we do something cheeky like make it double its power with Bulk Up, and ooh, that Monstrous Rage plus Bulk Up gives you 4 Drakes, which is a little bit Christmas Land, but it has happened and is good, as you might expect. That is a lot for a 2-drop to be able to do, and yeah, I've been a lot happier with Drakehatcher in a kind of Is-It-focused build. Aside from Drakehatcher in the 2-drop slots, we have stuff like Balmor, Battle Mage Captain. The main utility of Balmor is just that if we are getting extra Drakes and stuff from the Drakehatcher, Balmor gives them almost prowess, and that helps make them into even better threats than a 2/2 flyer already is. Oh, it's kind of worth mentioning by omission that, like, we're not running Slickshot Show-Off. It is a little bit expensive at 2 mana, which I know feels weird to say, but like in a deck like this, you only have so many 2 mana slots to work with, and Drakehatcher is kind of our premier threat in that sense. Like, it's the thing that we want to be spending 2 mana on. In the 1-drop slot, we have stuff to help Drakehatcher connect and help ensure that it doesn't get blocked in Enter the Enigma, a full playset. That just means even if we're not doing the full meme, we can at least get in for damage, maybe get like a Drake out of it. We do have more prowess threats in the 1-drop slot in Elusive Otter, Stormchaser's Talent, and Monastery Swiftspear. It's worth shouting out that Bulk Up has a nice interaction with Elusive Otter in particular, because if you're doubling Elusive Otter's power, that makes its evasion way more effective, so that's kind of a fun interaction that the rest of the deck gets us there. We do have a full play set of Opts and Sleight of Hands. These just help us kind of cantrip through the deck. They get us prowess triggers for, you know, everything. I think I already sort of touched on Stormchaser's Talent. We are mostly playing it for the 1/1, but the level 2 and the level 3 do give us additional value in long games. Just helps ensure that, like, we're a little bit more resilient to sweepers or whatever than a traditional, like, straight down the middle mono red deck. We're playing 2 Crash Throughs just for more like cantripping and prowess triggers and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of more or less the deck. We go for a pretty simple mana base. I ended up dropping Creature Lands for Thundering Falls because I was never getting value out of the Creature Lands, and the Thundering Falls can help you dig for like cantrips and stuff, help you keep pressure up. If you like the deck tech and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. always helps the channel a lot. If you want to support the channel even more, you can dig around in the description for links to my Patreon, Twitch. If you're buying cards, you can buy them through Card Trader. You get a little discount, I get a little kickback. Is great. All that rambling out of the way, let's get on to some actual gameplay. Anyway, this hand is fine. Again, a little bit kind of creature light or whatever with just the Stormchaser's Talent, but aside from that, ooh, Drakehatcher. Okay. Might actually want to do the Fabled Passage here. It means we don't Stormchaser's Talent on 1, but it does let us play the Drakehatcher on 2 and maybe do the full meme in terms of like Monstrous Rage plus Bulk Up. That is dependent on both drawing a red source and them not killing the Drakehatcher, which is a big if, big ask, big risk, but you know. Drakehatcher. Yeah, it's getting the axe, isn't it? Brandborn Cutthroat. Clap, 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 clap. Okay. Enter the Enigma. Prowess. This creature can't be blocked. Cut down. Ah! I mean... Ooh. 6/6 unblockable. We get 2 drakes there. Our opponent is very sad, and normally people don't, you know, scoop quite like that or whatever, but I'll take it. Good games to the opponent. Sure. Yeah. I think we do the a Thundering Falls on 1. Enter the Enigma's okay. It's not a full meme, or like not bulk up. But it's a prowess trigger. We can do the Drake Hatcher on 2 and then do like Swift Spear, Enigma, Monstrous Rage or something like that. Like some spread of cards. Don't need more lands. Oh, sorry, yeah. We just do one of those, actually. Monstrous Rage on the Drake Hatcher. Bing bong. Yeah. There's some consideration for just doing one of these instead of the Swift Spear to get an additional Drake Hatcher thing. Oh, we're versus domain? Tremendous. Normally we hold this for end step, they just tap out, so... yeah. You can also do the Drakes in response to removal, which can be handy. Anyway, Crash Through. Bulk ups. Don't have a sweeper. Don't have a sweeper. Yeah, we get stuff. Yeah, we don't particularly want to Storm Chaser's Talent here. Anyway. We do just kill them. I got all excited about getting, what, 4 Drakes off of that with the 2 counters already on there. But yeah, Prowess Threats and Bulk Up does just, in fact, do a murder. Good games to the opponent. This hand's okay. Not super spectacular, like it's a little bit creature light, but Storm Chaser's Talent on 1 gives us a Prowess Threat, and then we can do... Ooh, that helps with the threat density issue. Yeah, it gives us a Prowess Threat, and then we can follow up with, like... Probably the Opts? We're versus like enchantments? Sure. Ooh, speaking of prowess threats and stuff. Storm Chaser's Talent. I didn't hit it in the deck tech, but the fact that it is a prowess threat that triggers prowess, great. Just cool and good. Very useful. So we get to swing in for 3 on turn 2. We do kind of just want another land, like Monstrous Rage plus Bulk Up. Is a pretty reasonable play pattern. Just in general, Sheltered by Ghosts eats one of the otters. Silent Hall Creeper does some stuff. We don't really have interaction in this list, which is awkward. But listen, it's fine. We Fabled Passage for stuff, and I think just opt... Sure, you're an actual magic card. We do that, we do this. I think we're trying to race the Hull Creeper Drake Hatcher. Woo! Yeah, try to race the Hull Creeper. The opponent does put the 2 counters on it, so it, like, lifelinks and helps stabilize them. Oh. Optimistic Scavenger and more counters on it is not great. Not ideal. We might be losing this one just because unblockable 5/4 lifelink is a lot. Yeah, if we had the Drake Hatcher like a turn or 2 earlier... I mean, they had the Shelter by Ghosts, so But yeah, if we have it a little bit earlier, we're more able to do the Drake Hatcher trick and apply a bunch of pressure. As is a little bit thinner. A little bit less ability to kind of pressure and erase them than I would like. Opponent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this happens. We definitely do the Storm Chaser's talent. Maybe I should stick a slick sequence in here somewhere. I don't know. I do think it's correct to mostly have like monstrous rages and cantrips and stuff, but a slick sequence could be okay. We do a bonk. It's just expensive. 2 mana in this economy? Yeah, this stuff happens. Thinking. I think, yeah, we just do this kind of awkwardly. We can... Shard Mage's Rescue. Okay. We might just be dead this turn to unblockables. One of the nice things about Drake Hatcher in general, yeah, we are dead this turn to unblockable Silent Hall Creepers. One of the nice things about Drake Hatcher in general, compared to a Slick Shot Show-Off or whatever, is that the power is kind of distributed and permanent, which is to say, instead of the temporary buff, you get these additional bodies, and additional bodies can be useful for things like blocking creatures and so on. Not really useful when the opponent rolls into 3 unblockable threats. Yeah, Sheltered by Ghosts stays winning. Anyway. Good games and, yeah, / rip. Anyway, this hand is okay. Hinterland Sanctifier. Normally, or not normally, frequently I would try to, like, get a red source to have access to both colors right away. I think in this position, with how blue heavy the hand is, we have enough stuff to do that, like, getting an otter down and etc. Is fine, or, like, is the way to go this game. As I'm vamping for time while they very slowly decide whether to take the Monstrous Rage or Swift Spear. They take the Swift Spear. No blocks. Elusive Otter. Okay. We Fabled Passage. Grab a red source. Play the Elusive Otter. Chip in for a single point of damage, because they're not going to block with the bat. And I don't... Yeah, double blocking the Hinterland Sanctifier isn't really anything. Scoured Barrens, they're definitely Orzhov life gain. They haven't hit a payoff yet, like a Pridemate or the extremely pushed Bat Pridemate that I will never remember the name of. So that's fine, or like we're here now. Sleight of Hand. Other Sleight of Hand, I guess. Bing bong. I assume, yeah, we just do... One reason to target the Elusive Otter with Monstrous Rage here would to just have the Monstrous Roll token on it so that its evasion is a little bit better. I don't get the impression that they want to do a lot of blocking, but... I don't know. They chip in, stuff happens, we go to ultimately 11. Sleight of Hand. Opt. Sure? Sure. Doing math. Do they block the otter? We could force it so they couldn't block the otter, by sorcery speeding the Monstrous Rage. But by doing this, we get effectively a blowout. Like, we get to take the Enduring Tenacity, flip it to enchantment mode, and don't lose the Otter. We push damage and stuff. Bandit's Talent, This is a weird call, because Bulk Up is a good way to push damage, but it doesn't cantrip, and we are not accessing the expensive mode this game, I don't think. We drop Opt? Maybe. Because the thing I like here is we can enter the Enigma this Otter, and then both our Otters are unblockable, and then we can bulk up. Okay, we get another bulk up anyway, that's fine. Yeah. Big Otters. Vroom vroom. Big Otters do a murder. Yay! Everyone liked that. No, good games to the opponent. No creatures is quite bad, but we do have Opt plus Crash Through, which can help us dig for creatures pretty deep, pretty notably. Llanowar Wastes. Another Spirebluff Canal, Crash Through, Drake Hatcher. Okay. We'll do the other Crash Through just to get stuff. Okay. So yeah, the weird hand is not ideal, obviously, but we dodge mulliganing, and we're able to develop fairly cleanly on turn 3 with Drake Hatcher plus Stormchaser's Talent. And we have enough mana that the Stormchaser's Talent stuff might actually be relevant. They level up Innkeeper's Talent, and I am kind of assuming they just shoot Drake Hatcher, but maybe they disenchant? Hey, they disenchant this Stormchaser's Talent. That is one weird upside to playing Stormchaser's Talent, is like, we don't really care about the level 2 and 3 that much, but opponents don't know that, so they will spend like a Get Lost on dealing with it. Anyway, enter the Enigma on Drake Hatcher. I guess ooh, yes! We could do the map tokens, but we get a Monstrous Rage. And we get a Bulk Up. So we get to hit them for 18. And yeah, 14 incubation counters. Drakes, 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 drakes. Me just like, come on, I wanna do Drake stuff. Don't have a sweeper. Don't have a sweeper. Just let me do Drake stuff. Hey! Our opponent has read the card. They point to Get Lost at it, and in response to the Get Lost, we make 4 Drakes. And yeah, our opponent loses the game. Anyway, good games to the opponent. Sure. The mana is slow, but I don't know. I think we can work with this. Thundering Falls. Our opponent cracking their Fabled Passage. They get a swamp. We see a Stormchaser's Talent. Maybe? It's not... I think we are we're not excited about lands, but a land is an acceptable draw here, and then aside from that, a bulk up or something might be helpful. Or versus the Orzhov Dirtle deck. Okay. Drake Hatcher here is good, maybe? Untapped land would be weirdly okay. Or we could just toss the Fabled Passage. We toss... one of these. Bandit's Talent. I should have done it in the... Okay. Well, that's awkward. Should have done... yeah, thinking about a Bandit's Talent, I should have done, like, the Fabled Passage to the Hopeless Nightmare and then one of these to the Bandit's Talent. This isn't, like, a horrible position to be in, but it is just, like, I don't know, a little awkward or whatever. Fabled Passage for a blue source. I think we Elusive Otter, Monstrous Rage, Balmor's probably getting discarded or whatever, which is unfortunate, but I don't know, that's discard. Really prioritizing getting a Drake here, because a Drake can block the Nurturing Pixie. And this also sets us up to just like chip in for a little bit of damage next turn if they don't kill it, or play a Preacher, and get another Drake out of things. The Monstrous Roll token, as a side note, does push the Drake Hatcher out of cut down range, which is useful. We trade off a Drake for the Pixie here. Thundering Falls, not quite what we were hoping for. Definitely don't need a Spire Bluff Canal, though. We do actually get to cast the Balmor. Yeah, lands are not so good. Drake Hatcher clunking off a Preacher's no good. Same thing with Elusive Otter. We are in a decent position if we draw an instant sorcery or other thing, like a way to push damage. They're just playing straight defense. Bulk Up. Oh. Well. Do we have a... Decisions. Bulk Up 3, we hit them for 6. 2, I don't know if we have a window to activate the Drake Hatcher before Death Touch kills it with state-based actions. Balmor proc, which is something. Yeah, no window between state-based actions. That's not great. I thought that was how it worked, but I don't know. Part of why I went for that, even though I was like fairly sure this is the way things go, is just because discarding Bulk Up there is like not good, not helpful. We are probably just dead. Yeah. Rip. We can drag it out for a turn or whatever, but we ultimately just die to like Bandit's Talent drain. This hand is alright. We deal with slow mana for a turn, grabbing a blue source so that we can Drake Hatcher on 2. And I mean, we might, maybe we're supposed to do this. Ooh, green. Green is good, because it means we probably get to do Drake Hatcher things. No, black is bad, because it means we might not get to do Drake Hatcher things. One day, I'll see green mana and it will just be mono green, and not Golgari. But today is not that day. Drake Hatcher gets shot. No, sorry, I was thinking too hard about cantripping. I do love to cantrip. Fabled Passage for, I guess, a red? I don't know, a lot of our deck is blue, or we lean blue overall, so I think I might do that, actually. Because I don't see, like, double spelling with our lone 1/1 Otter as being, like, a critical play pattern that we really want to do. So we'll just play more towards the kind of average functionality of the deck. Shieldred? No, Sentinel? Okay. So far this is just the same 3-year-old Golgari deck, but with an emotional support elf. Or I guess, yeah, this is a thing for them to spend that mana on. my turn. Spire Bluff Canal. Tapped, which is awkward, but I don't know. We hit land drops. I guess we can enter the Enigma first. And that's okay. Balmor. Okay. The Enter the Enigma is good here because it lets us just push 2 damage. Would love to get to do things with Balmor. They get a 6/6. So that's a little bit awkward. We get a Spire Bluff Canal. So we attack with both things. I assume it's just like Monstrous Rage bulk up. Kinda whatever. Like, they should block Balmor here, yeah. Sorry, brain not working. And that's okay, sometimes brain, no, we're good. We do that happens, 3 double. Yeah, no, sorry, this is Monstrous Rage on this one, on the Otter, and we do that before, and that gives us Big Otter, which will ultimately not die to the Sentinel, and then this gives us 6/3 Balmor, which can trade with the Demon. So we push 4 damage there, take 2 creatures off the board, hit land drops, and yeah, I don't know. Is kind of okay. Another Ritual Chamber, I love that they stapled Phyrexian Arena onto a 6/6. Map token on the 6/6, now 7/7. I mean, we can... Oh no, that's not quite right. We can just force the issue with Monstrous Rages, like, they go vroom vroom. Yeah, I guess we just do that. I wish we had a better line available to us, but, we do one of these here, and then we level up the Storm Chaser's talent. Enter the Enigma, huh? Oh no, I have to do math. No, it's bulk up. Yeah. Enter the Enigma. If they weren't very likely to heal off of the Unholy Annex, I think Enter the Enigma plus just kind of rolling the dice would be okay. But as is, I think we need to try to kind of high roll with like Monstrous Rage plus another thing and do a murder. They do have Dreams of Steel and Oil. What does this do again? Artifact or creature? That's fine. We're fine. I like kind of forgot about that. Mortuary, We can make the Otter gigantic. They do heal 4 and draw what? Opponent? Opponent. Opponent, please. You knew I had the bulk up. I mean, I guess they're not thinking about the Monstrous Rage, but how does one not think about Monstrous Rage in the current standard? Yep. Yep. 16/6 Otter. Bing bang bong. Yeah, we're Yep, that happened. Attacking with the demon there is very odd to me, but I'll take it. Good games to the opponent. This hand is okay. Wonder if I should go until I hit diamond. I think this is a deck you could hit mythic with. I just do very much have, like, content creator concerns in terms of, nah, I gotta jump to a different deck, and but I've been pretty happy with its performance. Another swamp. Love to play into the same decks forever and ever. We will drop the crash through. Yes. Thundering Falls. Okay. Just play out the creatures and stuff here. The Storm Chaser's talents are fairly good versus discard, just in terms of, if we flood or whatever, we can start doing the level 2 to get cards back in hand, get browse triggers to work with, etc, etc. Swamp. Bandit's Talent, perhaps? Ruthless Negotiation. We'll toss the Thundering Falls then. Okay. Well, sleight of hand. I forgot to mention in the deck tech, people constantly are like, why no green mana for the Otter? It's really bad against aggro. The best way to do the splash is with Pain Lands, and I hate playing Pain Lands in this meta. Or like versus red decks and stuff. So you can splash green if you want to. I think it's bad. I don't know. Deep Cavern Bat. Love to make them blind fire a bat. Weirdly, playing empty-handed here is like kind of good for us. Swift Spear, sure. Sure, it's an actual magic card. I want a Prowess trigger. A Prowess trigger's good for us here, but it's a thing with haste that can attack them. And I think that's neat. They just throw the bat under an otter to buy time. That's weirdly a little worrying. Or it does make me just go like, are they playing a sweeper that I should be thinking about? What, Malicious Eclipse? Yeah, Malicious Eclipse would be really bad for us. I don't think it's enough of a reason to keep the Swift Spear in hand, given how much discard we've seen. The Bat and Hopeless Nightmare kind of pop up in non-discard black builds. Ruthless Negotiation specifically is very, like, straight down the middle discard. Anyway, we hit a sleight of hand. Ooh-wee. Okay. And that should be game. The Elusive Otters are already evasive, so we Monstrous Rage stuff, and yeah, they might have, I mean, they're dead even if they have, yeah, we overkill them by quite a bit. Good games to the opponent. Sure. 2 Swift Spears into Balmor's, Balmor? Balmor. Balmor. Y'all ever just think about how weird words are? Oh, Swift Spear. We should very particularly do this. Okay, they actually call our bluff. And Balmor. Good on them? I don't know, that decision's a little sus, but they end up calling my bluff, which is, something. Fabled Passage for a red source, because we have less red mana. And 2 blue sources already, which is enough to work with. We do a Swift Spear and a Storm Chaser's Talent so that we continue to develop threats, we get some prowess triggers, etc, etc. Manifold mouse do 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 do. Manifold mouse do 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 do. Manifold mouse do 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 do. Manifold mouse. Monstrous Rage. You love to see it. Also, three Swift Spears is very good. Maybe worth shouting out as like, we are getting a good draw. Bulk up's workable. I think we do with Smash here. There is some consideration for holding stuff for next turn. Like I do like just doing this. Oh, sorry, I didn't even do that math. We do have exact lethal. And that's neat. Math is for blockers, after all. Good games to the opponent. Monastery, Swift Spear, Elusive Otter, sure. We are hopefully not versus a red deck or whatever, because we have Shivan Reef and stuff. Sleight of Hand is one of the least valuable things in our hand right now, just because of discarding into things. Do an Elusive Otter because our other threats have haste. I mean, Storm Chaser's Talon doesn't, but one thing at a time. I don't know how many of our cards we'll get to actually play. It depends on what their opener's like. Tiny Bones joins up. We toss a Swift Spear. The Storm Chaser's Talent is flood protection. Or like it gives us stuff to do if we just draw lands. It's probably the other Swift Spear, honestly. Which is awkward. Or the Monstrous Rage. Actually, let's say Monstrous Rage. There's, yeah, pros and cons to doing either. Fabled Passage, we will grab a blue source because our deck leans slightly blue. And Storm Chaser's Talent is the highest value thing in hand. So we will prioritize resolving it and chipping in for 2 with the Otter. Hopefully we get to play or keep some cards. A good thing about this deck and this matchup is that we're pretty high efficiency, like Ruthless Negotiation isn't trading up, we're exiling 1-drops. But yeah, they certainly still can get, exert, just cut off playables and stuff. Sorry, I don't know, words are hard. Opt, I assume they're holding up removal, which is why I'm prioritizing the Opt over the Enter the Enigma. That and they don't have, they don't have blockers. Sure. Drake Hatcher is a playable Magic card. Medium good in the matchup, like, if we're able to chip in and hit them with Drake Hatcher before they hit more spot removal. And yeah, like they burn spot removal doing this stuff. We can get some additional bodies to work with and overwhelm them effectively with Econ, like a resource advantage. Hi, Liliana.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault.
Making me choose between my 2 beautiful, perfect otter sons.
Personal space?
Easy choice, one of them is clearly better. Ba-ba-ba-ba. No, Drake Hatcher, chip in,
whatever.
take out Lily.
Favors the foolish,
We have some Enigmas left over. Bandit's Talent. Could be worse. We lose one of them. And they level up to Bandit's Talent level 2. Land drop is a little bit awkward. Or I mean, yeah, fine, but not. Ooh, very good. I really wanted at least another playable, because then we get the Drake Hatcher to 3 and we get a Drake this turn cycle. And yeah, that is very good for exerting pressure. I guess we still fold to like a Malicious Eclipse or something. They level up the Bandit's talent. Hopeless Nightmare, do. Tapped out, hand empty, we do the Drake. Balmor, why couldn't you be a non-creature spell? We do a big bonk. Take the opponent to 3. Normally I would hold Balmor and like try to play around to Malicious Eclipse or something there, just discard and they have visible Ruthless Negotiations and stuff, so we do have to play to the board. Hey Enrico, good to see you, good to have you. Yeah, Drake Hatcher I've been pretty pleased with so far. Evolved Sleeper for the opponent, we're fine. Hey, we get to meme, and yeah. We do a big smash, we have them dead just in the air alone. So that's neat, good games to the opponent. Keep. Fabled Passage for the opponent. They crack it and grab a Plains. I think I want to get the Thundering Falls out of the way, and weirdly, I don't know that we want an opt right now. Just because getting to 3 mana seems pretty good. Overlord doing some milling for the opponent. Oh, the Reanimator, Rite of the Moth, in the bin. Yeah, I guess we Balmor. I don't know if we do both Swift Spears next turn. I guess it depends on if we naturally draw land. If we draw a 3rd land, then yes, we just do like Swift Spear, Rouse Trigger, like one of these. Splitskin Doll. If we don't naturally draw land, then it's much more like, well, 1 Swift Spear, opt for a land, maybe. I don't know. Overlord's awkward. We have like a turn or two of really good natural land draw. So we get to Swift Spear and Swift Spear. I guess we can't crash through playing out both of those. They're tapped out, so using an Enter the Enigma here is nice in the sense that it doesn't get blown out by spot removal. Oh yeah, Balmor Trample. I forgot. God, I love Balmor. I wish it did more the initial time it was in Standard. I've been happy with it in this list so far. Although, yeah, there are just the 2 of them. 12 life for the opponent. I don't know why I did a huge pause there. I guess it's just waiting for them to kill Balmor, yeah. Valgavoth in the bin, which is a concern, but we have 2 Swift Spears to work with and a bulk up. Let's opt for the most information we can get before we do stuff. Storm Chaser's Talent. Yes. We do a Storm Chaser's Talent here. We could bulk up. The thing I want to try to set up for is like they do some big flashy thing and then we just go, okay, neat, and enter the Enigma bulk up. This, I think, still lets us push a lot of damage, which is useful. Oh, I probably missed lethal, didn't I? Oh well. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Oops. Sometimes math is for attackers. Yeah, this is the good part, question mark, of playing into Reanimator. Okay, they just have a door. You can do You can do punts like probably missing lethal, and it kind of doesn't matter sometimes. Yeah, it's a great door, the best door. The hugest and biggest and most doorly door. Don't need a Shiv and Reef. Storm Chaser's Talent. They are holding priority with the Fabled Passage, or like, yeah, they might have removal, we'll just do stuff, though. Enter the Enigma on an Otter, and then hold up the bulk up. Drake Hatcher, okay. Yeah, we just do this. We are fine? Question mark. Big Otter. Hey, we get him. Yeah. I'm not 100% that I punted that one turn, but I almost certainly did. Listen, sometimes you forget to math. Anyway, good games to the opponent. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. Sure. Let's do this. Spire Bluff Canal and an elusive Otter. Because the Otter doesn't have haste. The Otter is going to die to a shock? No? No. Okay. Maybe a Might of the Meek or something. Whisker Quill Scribe. It does looting. I'm a tough tootin' scribe. I'm as big as a man. I'm a shaking my fanny. I'm a shaking my can. I don't know. Brain. Elusive Otter. Extra elusive. So that we can just punch through the scribe this turn and not worry too much. Just go beep beep. Hit the opponent for 4. Maybe just do like double opts next turn plus Thundering Falls and to try to set up for a turn 4 where we just go like Monstrous Rage. Something bulk up. Tra-la-la-la-la. Cacophony Scamp for the opponent, so they're definitely doing like flingy stuff. Drake Hatcher. Drake Hatcher? I barely know Catcher. Anyway, Thundering Falls for information. I think I like committing to the Thundering Falls anyway. We don't need an island. We do a bonk. I would like to do a bonk. They throw the Cacophony Scamp under the Swift Spear. We'll do an opt, or yeah, we kind of have priced ourselves into this. I wasn't super duper expecting them to block. Do we want another Drake Hatcher? Yeah, sure. Maybe we're trying to kill them on turn 5. There's like some value to trying to goozle them. Prowess trigger double, yada yada yada. I guess that does, a Monstrous Rage does let them 2 for 1, yeah. But they also lose their Cacophony Scamp and a lot of ability to pressure us, so... If they're spinning, like, looting with the Rockface villages, that's kind of good. Like, it's very low pressure overall. Okay. So, the prior turn, bit of an oof owie, but we are going to get a pretty productive or like pretty solid turn 4 in terms of just double Drake Catcher set up for bulk up memes. Sorry, I was thinking about the math and then I entirely didn't. Double bulk up gets us to 10, right? Because it's like Prowess trigger, then double to 4. Prowess trigger at 5 gets you to 5 power and then double. And yeah, 10 is good. We might be able to try to sleight of hand for something. Manifold Mouse, Manifold Mouse. The Vigilance on the Drake Hatcher is an underrated, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone else playing this card, so I think the card itself is kind of underrated at the moment. But the Vigilance is nice, because we can do things. We take 6 here, which is a little bit awkward, but yeah. We can be fairly aggressive, like we can attack in with them, and then we still have a bunch of power and toughness on blocks. Fast land here is fairly iffy, fairly awkward. Trigger 6, 12. Oh, we can kill them? No, sorry, I was thinking of double. We spent the 1 mana. Oh, brain. I think I like Storm Chaser's talent just in terms of like having blockers and stuff. Then we do this. I am maybe running out of steam, or I'm doing a lot more of just like weird math puns. Bulk up on a Drake Hatcher. Bing bong. They go to 1. We get a lot of Drakes to work with. And that's neat. I like that. I like being able to spit out 6/6 flying block stats across 3 blockers. Very relevant for us not dying here. Right to combat. Okay. They're fishing for like monstrous rages and stuff. That's the impression I get anyway. Pass to attackers. Whisker Quill Scribe. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Drake Hatcher. Drake Hatcher. Yeah, so we can do 12 toughness total. Saving the 1/1. I think this is good. I don't know. Does Arena do... Yeah, we'll just declare 5 blockers and say that this is okay. Like, maybe we lose both Drake Hatchers here, but then we have 6 power in the air. Rabid Gnaw kills a Drake Hatcher. Okay. First strike kills the other one. We lose 1 of the Drakes, but we have 2 remaining in the air. Seems okay so far. Hey! Ba-ba-ba-bum. Yeah, we get to do a very conservative, very safe block there in terms of stopping a lot of possible lethals, and then our opponent just doesn't have any way to recover from that. They're at 1, the Drakes swing, and yeah, good games to the opponent. And by it, let's just say, haha, I mean, my egg. Well, there is a little guy in the egg, huh? Like a little Drake popping out of one of the eggs. Gone scraw! Anyway, keep 7. Spire Bluff Canal on 1? Sure. We have enough untapped mana that we don't have to, like, tank or, like, play slow mana unnecessarily. Drake Hatcher on 2 with a bunch of, like, cantrip follow-ups is pretty good. Oh, beans. Oh, beans. Beans is very like, well, either we're going to kill them fast enough that whatever they're beansing to won't matter, or they will play a Sunfall and will be sad. Beans number 2. We haven't seen white mana yet, which is encouraging. It suggests it might not be like straight down the middle domain. So let's play a blue source and do a sleight of hand, I think. Bulk up. Cool. Yeah, I think we take that over another Monstrous Rage. I don't know, maybe I'm... this is fine. Drake Hatcher number 2. Big Drake Hatcher swing. Oh, that does make our bulk up mana weird, actually, huh? Maybe I should have done the Thundering Falls in there somewhere. Drake Hatcher... sitting there with some drakes. Don't worry about it, opponent. It's fine. Are we going to end step? We are. We will spit some drakes out. Are we doing removal now? Into the royal kicked. So this is like the Teamer, Talarian Terror, time to gab, time to crab deck. We can kill them. And that's nice, I like that. Sorry, we should just do that. Oh no, we can't. Wait, yes we can, sorry. God, I don't know why, but bulk up just like fries my tiny little red deck wins player brain. We do this, Drake stuff happens, and they die. Whee! Good games to the opponent. Okay. This hand is alright. A little bit creature light, maybe with just the Swift Spear, but crash through and enter the Enigma can help us dig for stuff. We're versus an enchantments deck of some variety. We will do a smash. And be sad when Sheltered by Ghosts happens. Please no Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, they absolutely have it, don't they? At least they were hovering their thing like they did. There's some green-white enchantment from Foundations that people were ooh, humans. Huh. Interesting. No block Monstrous Rage? Or just like do a big smash? Balmor. Okay. Big smash. Hit them for 6. Humans is very interesting to me, but also I'm just like, huh. I don't know what to make of this. Or I don't know if I'm supposed to be playing any particular way, because like they don't... Wait, did humans get Adeline back with Sheen Foundations? Ossification. There was some big get for humans in Foundations that I am blanking on. It might be Adeline. Anyway. Balmor. Yeah, our cantrippy stuff is sorcery speed, which is a little bit awkward. We just do a crash through here to draw cards. Land. Okay. We can hit them for 6. That's one reason not to do the Monstrous Rage when we did it, and to instead do a cantrip or something. Is like, maybe we're better able to lethal with Balmor here, if we have a Monstrous Rage bulk up, but... that is kind of fiddly. Or kind of dependent on them... on a lot of things, really. 6... Ugh. No blocks. No, not like this. No Adeline, sadly. Maybe I'm thinking of Linden. Maybe. Linden, of course, being triple white pips. 3/3 for 3 whenever the thing happens, gain life. I thought I remembered Linden, and I was just like, wait, is it when it attacks? I think it's when a white creature attacks. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Enter the Enigma. Ooh-wee! It's better to be lucky than good! Whee! Balmor goes vroom vroom. We might not be playing a slick shot show off, but we can still murder people with birds. Good games to the opponent. Stretch, stretch. This hand is reasonably good. We get to Elusive Otter on 1, and then Drake Hatcher on 2, and then do Drake Hatcher memes. Kind of, with Monstrous Rage and stuff. Aristocrats. I was just looking at Infestation Sage before stream, and being like, oh, this is actually a pretty good Aristocrats, like, sack fodder thing. Opponent reading Drake Hatcher, which I don't love, because it does suggest to me that they have, like, a... No, it's not Bone Shards that they're likely to have. A different thing. Elisil Core, 2/2 for 2 with a bunch of text. I mean, this is fine. Like, we just take one, the drain stuff happens, we chew through their resources a little bit. They get Bug. Sleight of Hand. Sure, Sleight of Hand is a playable magic card. I think we Balmor here. And just chill, which is a little bit awkward. But Balmor plus like Crash Through Monstrous Rage, etc., etc., is very good for Drake Hatcher, and it kind of splits up removal incentives for the opponent. And hey, Jabroni Bobo. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. We've been winning a bunch. So that's always nice. Yeah, definitely hoping that we can just fade interaction for another turn. We might not, but... Even if they do kill, like, the Drake Hatcher or something, or the Balmor, we just have more... Sure, Pylon on Balmor, that takes out their Death Touch blocker and gives us a clean Drake Hatcher attack, which is neat. Oh, they might use a sack fodder, though. Or like, is that... Yeah, that's where we're going. Ooh, eaten alive happens. Okay, we will simply Sleight of Hand, because it's sorcery speed. Bulk Up is neat. I like Bulk Up. Set up for a big Bulk Up turn, or that's kind of where I'm at. We don't need a second Bulk Up, I don't think. Spire Bluff Canal, Crash Through. Yeah, boo indeed. The opponent doesn't want us to have any fun. No, Monstrous Rage Bulk Up is pretty good if we get to do an attack. Vengeful Blood Witch. Blood Artist effect, Forsaken Miner, okay. Elisil Core does a bonk. Enter the Enigma, yay! Can we get one more? Oh, math. No, Monstrous Rage, wait. Math. Bulk up. Bulk up's awkward just because it makes a follow-up turn worse. Sorry, I still haven't fully done all the math for all the various permutations of how to play this turn. But I think this is the way to go. Hit them for 14. Because this gives us lethal just with the bulk up if they don't kill the otter and if they don't gain too much life. Although if they do various game actions, they gain 2 life off of the Elisilcor and the Blood Witch. Did the music stop again? The music stopped again. Opponent plays an Enduring Innocence. Pylon. They do big tippy-tappies to kill the otter. Playing a bunch of pylons is sort of interesting. Okay. Well, we have no creatures. Oh, not like this. Monastery Swift Spear would be great. But yeah, we go to 7. The good news is if we don't draw a good card, we just die. And we can scoop. Stormchaser's Talent does not give us a way to produce lethal this turn, so we don't keep it. Shivan Reef is not a creature. We just die. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, if we get like one more turn with a creature or the opponent has slightly less removal, we are probably fine, or like we probably take that game, but no, all the pylons do add up. Sure. Do the Thundering Falls on 1, Drake Hatcher on 2, then like Swift Spear and Monstrous Rage or something like that. I don't hate drawing another land. I think drawing another tap land specifically is not ideal here. Life Creed Duos or versus like bats. Maybe I am supposed to just take the Thundering Falls just because Monstrous Rage bulk up, but I don't hate like Swift Spear opt for a land, like an untapped red source for a Monstrous Rage, do that. And then on a follow-up turn, do Monstrous Rage bulk up type of thing. Untapped red source, bum. Vroom and or Vroom. Monstrous Rage on the Drake Hatcher. That gets us to 6 damage, which is great because that's 2 Drakes. We will slow roll the Drakes to like maybe get them to punt away their bats. Opponent Lunar Convocations, going to 10. And plays an Essence Channeler. Okay. Resolve, pass to attackers. We will, in fact, Drake Hatcher here. Doing this stuff, we block the Ruin Lurker bat. We're doing pretty good. The Essence Channeler's, like, not ideal, but... we attack all, see how they block, and then do math. Essence Channeler under the Drake Hatcher. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, double yes. This is bulk up gives us lethal on the Swift Spear, or from the Swift Spear. And also we will just kill the Essence Channeler anyway. Yeah, that was good. Just a good clean win versus bats. I'll take it. Good games to the opponent. This hand is fine. Or like, yeah, as I'd say semi-frequently, little bit creature light. I guess we can, I don't hate doing this, like surveil for a creature or a land. We could keep the opt. I'm not immediately jazzed about just like prowess triggers for prowess triggers' sake. We draw a Storm Chaser's talent, which is very good in terms of just being a prowess trigger that also helps us build to the board. So we have 2 creatures to work with, which is handy, and then yeah, next turn we just do like Enigma, Sleight of Hand, Monstrous Rage. Should probably Sleight of Hand first. Actually, just to maybe hit a land. I don't know. Rakta Sacrifice is my guess from the minor and stuff. Yeah. Huh. Okay. Alternately, we could do Enter the Enigma stuff. The Enter the Enigmas are a little bit more valuable once they have High Balmor. Once they have more stuff on board. I think I like the Storm Chaser's talent here. Just in terms of, like the prior turn, being a way to build to board that is also a prowess trigger. The opponent goes to 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are fairly likely to be able to kill them. No blocks. Please no sweeper. The opponent is probably holding up removal. Pardon me as a thing gets in my eye. Yeah, they're probably holding up removal. I think we just Monstrous Rage, like... The Enter the Enigmas are appealing because they are card draw. But they also are card draw. Which means they're a way to kind of recover and apply more pressure after things get shot this turn. We do the Monstrous Rages on the Otter tokens because they're slightly worse than the Swift Spear. So this is a way to incentivize them removing worse creatures or whatever. Or like that. That's kind of the thought with that. Bitter Triumph on one of the Otters. The opponent still takes 9, which is good. Like, reasonable. We're in a solid position. Lizard. Hired Claw, bing, bong. 6. No Gev attack, so they don't get the Hired Claw proc. Gev is their primary blocker, so that does make sense. Enter the Enigma on the Monastery Swift Spear. Bulk up. Enter the Enigma on the Otter. I think. Go for the throat. Hey, okay. Yeah, in knowing more about their hand, we have a couple different lethals there. The Enter the Enigmas are just a way to like get some cards and ensure that they can't like interact with the creatures, or from using their creatures rather. So that's why we do that, and yeah, good games to the opponent. Yes. I like this hand. No Monstrous Rage for full Drake Hatcher memes, but we can like do Drake Hatcher on 2. Balmor plus a cantrip or something on 3 is not bad. I think we want mana with this hand. Or I think, yeah, we filter away the Sleight of Hand. Ever closer to Monstrous Rage bulk up. Gotta get 4 Drakes. Our opponent reading Drake Hatcher. Bushwhack for an island. Or versus like Simic Ramp or something like that. So we have options. I think I would like to opt for a land. Technically a land. Okay, I guess. Fabled Passage. Yeah, I was tempted to be like, no, we'll get a tap land or something, or like, put it to the bottom and simply draw a land. I think we do a slower turn? No, Monstrous Rage is still good. Yeah, one finger on the monkey's paw curls, One attack. I'm concerned that they are, yeah, holding up an unsummon into the Floodmaw, So that makes that play pattern worse. The reason I still went for it is they could just also have an opt or something like other instant speed stuff. Binds. Into the Floodmaw do be scary. Storm Chaser's Talent as well. Yeah, just replaying Drake Hatcher and stuff. Oh, this is, okay. So reverses the, like, Beans Crab deck, I think. That's what it looks like to me, anyway. The, like, Simic, Self-Mill, Crab, Gin stuff. Storm Chaser's Talents happen. I do like Balmor plus Crash Through. We could develop with like another Drake Hatcher, but I think connecting with damage and stuff, like making their blocks bad and giving things trample and so on. That seems good. Opponent Floodmaws the Drake Hatcher pre-combat, so we know this is fine. We do get a Fabled Passage. I think we grab a red and Crash Through. And do a smash. Hit them for 5, maybe. The upside to how that turned out... oh, we get both of them? Sure. I'll take it. Tolarian Terror, high. Cantrips with beans. Drake Hatcher. Drake Hatcher, hatch me a Drake. They've burned through, or rather we see 3 Floodmaws in the graveyard. Crab. Okay. I assume they want to attack here. The bounce spells are really good against us in this matchup, so that's a little bit annoying. No blocks. But hopefully they're out of them. Thundering Falls. Given the opportunity to do surveil stuff, technically that gives them information, which might be weird and bad, but I don't know. Enter the Enigma. Maybe I'm supposed to... No, this is fine. Another Thundering Falls. We will do an opt. I'm not really concerned about hiding the opt from them. Crap! Crab tap both the Drake Catchers? Okay, that's quite bad for us. another bulk up is not useful. We are hitting all our bulk ups and lands. Swift Spear is something. No attacks. Because we need to not die. And we die. Rip. Yeah, Simic Cantrippy opponent has, like, maybe the best possible draw against us. Certainly one of their best possible draws against us, which is a bit of an oof-owie, but anyway. Sure. The bulk ups are a little bit weird here. Or, like, we want other spells to complement them, to help them be better. But this is okay-ish. Other spells like a Monstrous Rage. We'll do the Drake Hatcher here. Opponent has a Skrelv. I don't know if they're doing like Boros tokens or like Boros Convoke-y type of stuff or Cacophony Scamp. Okay. Warden of the Inner Sky. So yeah, very Boros Convoke-ish. They do a big tappy to get a counter on the Warden. Given this stuff. Just Monstrous Rage is pretty good here, actually. Yeah. Sorry, brain going burr. Otter, Monstrous Rage on the Drake Hatcher. We do a bonk. The opponent goes to 15. Hopefully we get other stuff to help the bulk up do things. Although the monstrous roll token on the Drake Hatcher does help there. This insulates it against, like, lightning helixes and stuff too, which is nice. I don't know if they're playing that, but it's a consideration. Kellen. Specifically Birthright Boon. They're tutoring for a sword. Oh no, Shelter. Kellen can tutor for Sheltered by Ghosts. That is excellent and miserable for us here. Oh, Kellen, you got better. I fully haven't thought about Kellen since Sheltered by Ghosts was printed into Standard. This interaction specifically makes Kellen extremely good. Anyway, opt first. We could Swift Spear and opt and try to go from there, like opt for a land for a bulk up proc. Maybe that's the way to go. I'll give it a shot. It's a kind of risky. Storm Chaser's talent is okay. Yes. Sorry, this is a, weird big decision. Yeah, it's not what I was thinking of, but I think this is a fine play pattern. Because our non-hatcher prowess threats are very good against this line. This is a way for us to develop the board with the 1/1. The Drake Hatcher does have trample, so unless they do a big multi-block, we still get a bunch of procs off of it. They don't block at all, which is surprising to me. I expected at least, like, Cacophony Scamp, Killer Otter. That's quite good for us in that it gives us 2 Drakes. Warden? Sheltered by Ghosts on the Warden. Sheltered by Ghosts targets. They explode. They're just like, oh, I'm spinning wheels. Yeah, no, that's good. We spit out 2 Drakes. We pressure them, or like kill them with the bulk ups and the Drakes, pretty much. Good games to the opponent. Yes, sure. The rollout's a little bit weird. Our opponent is playing with 150 cards. I'm sure that's cool and fine and good. Anyway. Probably means they're playing a Breach the Multiverse deck, right? Or, I don't know, that'd be my guess. Bandit's Talent, okay. We will drop an Opt. Thundering Falls. Dropping the Opt was a mistake. Sequencing our mana like this was a mistake. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I should have just taken the hit on the Shivan Reef once we knew they weren't on black, I guess. Normally I don't do this. Yeah, okay. Nah. I'm mad at how I sequenced the mana. Oh, because if we're able to spend down to 0 cards in hand and do a lot of early pressuring, that is very good. Here as is, we might just, like, get swept or something and then go like, oh. No, this is okay. Me just sweating, being like, am I slow rolling too hard? Maybe. Most people don't play actual Mind Rots. Cut down on one of the Swift Spears, sure. Level up on one of the Bandit's Talents, sure, that's okay. We Thundering Falls, and an Opt is a Prowess trigger, sure. And we do this. And we do a Smash, and take the opponent to 7. Go for the throat on the Monastery Swift Spear, okay. Bandit's Talent goes bop. We do an Opt. Sure. It cantrips. Shivan Reef. Okay. I hate being in this position. Or no, sorry, that's exact lethal, right. We're fine. I was just feeling very, like, sweaty and, thinking about future turns or whatever. It's good. We don't have to deal with the 150 card, oops, all black cards I like pile. I'll take it, and we get up to diamond off of that. Good games to the opponent. I think I'll end the YouTube video, or like whatever I cut this down into there, so yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.